And as we're flowing here right along, I wanted to spend a little bit more time on this one here, this next one coming up. You covered a lot of NBA games, obviously a lot of NBA games. There were a lot of NBA players, but this guy takes the cake. This is arguably the greatest all-time player in NBA history, and that had up until that moment one of the greatest NBA games in history. And Aaron, let's go ahead and run this one.
I'm Dick Stockton, and welcome to the NBA on CBS. Well, played for the Boston Celtics. On this very floor, this team apparently has no weaknesses. Is that true?
They have a very strong inside game, Dick. Multiple low-post players, Robert Parrish, Kevin McHale, Bill Walton, Larry Bird. Very difficult to stop. Timely defense, team defense, the best kind. So they're very difficult to stop. Outside shooting, they've got it all. As Orlando Woolridge.
All right, so that's the story right here, and Pat O'Brien is with the man who lit up the place, Michael Jordan.
Thank you, Dick. Michael just got a nice round of applause here. The question is, can one man beat the Lakers, or do you need a more diversified attack today?
Well, we're playing the Boston Celtics, Pat, but I think it's going to be more of a five-man game, and we really have to play a complete basketball game. I don't think one man can beat the Boston Celtics.
It's hard to imagine that 6 weeks ago you were sitting on the bench.
Yes, it is. It's very hard for me to imagine. I'm very happy I'm playing now, and I'm very happy that I can contribute to the team.
All right, thank you. Good luck today. You don't have to remind me again that you are playing the Boston Celtics. Air Jordan's getting ready to take off. The problem is the runway is in Boston, so strap yourselves in. This is the NBA on CBS.
He should have been tired an hour and a half ago. Ainge guarding Michael Jordan. Jordan goes up with a shot and hits it, and has 61 points to tie Elgin Baylor's all-time single-game playoff record that he established against these Celtics. Jordan with 8 on the clock. Jordan ties the game.
Oh, boy.
63 points, and you're looking at an all-time record.
Oh, boy.
Michael Jordan.
Wow.
And a hard-fought victory for the Boston Celtics.
Wow.
2-0 lead.
Amazing. And Dick, that you were there. You were on the call when Jordan hit 63 in the playoffs. A young guy, what was it, maybe his third year in the league, and you were on that call. And I love the fact that right before the game, pregame interview with, and I included that clip in there with him talking to Pat O'Brien. O'Brien had a little bit of a slip and said, how are you going to do against the Lakers? And Jordan caught it. This guy was so astute, and he made light of it. He said, hey, we're playing the Celtics today.
Well, there are a lot of factors that a lot of people may not remember about this. This was, number one, this was a bad Chicago Bulls basketball team. This was not a Bulls team that won 6 championships or contended for others. This was a team that won 30 and lost 52, yet made the playoffs because of their standing in the regular season. So this was not a good team, and they had no chance of beating Boston in the playoffs. They lost that game, even though Jordan scored 63 points. Michael Jordan missed virtually the entire season. He broke his foot in the 3rd game of the year and missed over 60 games of the campaign. So he didn't even play that year, okay? So he wasn't even a factor in the season. So the Celtics were going to win, and I remember that the Celtics were not really enamored and impressed with Jordan yet, okay? And this was early in his career, as he said. And now he comes in there, and he scores 63. And when the game was over, and, of course, the Celtics ended up sweeping Chicago in that series, Larry Bird said, wow, this guy is something. He will open the eyes of the great Boston Celtics basketball team. They would go on and get to the finals and everything, but Chicago wasn't a good team. But Jordan put on a show that he never equaled, and no one else has either.